Okay, welcome back everybody. Thanks for watching. In this video, I wanted to follow up to the video I made about Marley Marl In Control Volume 1 because this was a turning point in history and I think it requires more of a deep dive in here. So production-wise, you got to take a look at what all was going on at the time, and I was there in person, so I know what all was going on. Let's see, who was out? LL Cool J was out. He was going strong. Run DMC was out. That was going strong. Boogie Down Productions had first came out. You know, that was definitely more on the street side. But if you look at a lot of those records, you'll notice how the production was way different than what it was today. For specifically, the drums. So as an example, listen to like LL Cool J radio. Listen to the drums on that. Very flat. There were some drum machines at the time, but they have a distinctive sound. Very basic. It's that old hip hop, kind of like a banging on the desk type of sound. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. Very basic.
Really? Hold on. We can start like.
So what Marley Marl did, and why he probably has to be considered the first hip hop super producer, is because he pioneered the sampling of drum beats, primarily, you know, by James Brown, and everybody copied it after that. But if you listen to what he was doing there, what Marley Marl has to be given credit for is he was one of the first people to sample drums on records. So once Marley started sampling those records, then you started seeing heavy use of the TR-808 from Roland. He started it, but I think, you know, Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One, D-Nice, pretty much the second Boogie Down Productions record, and D-Nice's whole catalog, that was all TR-808 stuff, primarily, which again, even though it's funny where they had that beef with Boogie Down Productions, Marley Marl, Juice Crew, supposedly, if it wasn't for Marley Marl innovating the use of sampling those beats, there wouldn't be any other BDP record. So Marley Marl In Control Volume 1 is so significant because this was kind of like his coming out of I am the hip-hop super producer, and that just didn't exist at the time. Herbie Lovebug was working with Salt and Pepper, you know, LL Cool J and Def Jam, you know, they had their own production sound, but the Marley Marl sound got to be just, you knew that was going to be something multi-layered. And listen to after that, you know, listen to, you know, the Big Daddy Kane album, the Biz album, everything after that, the Shan album. It was just a lot more multi-layered and in-depth at that point. So why, again, In Control Volume 1 is so important, because this was like a turning point in hip-hop as far as production-wise. He was the first hip-hop super producer, and that was the guy that you knew you had to go to, like, if you wanted to have a hit record. So if there was no Marley Marl, specifically, if there was no In Control Volume 1 record, which was basically a showcase of his artists, then there would be no DJ Premier, right? There would be no Pete Rock. There would be no Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest production. All of that type of stuff is based on the use of samplers. Want to just spend some more time on Marley Marl In Control Volume 1. Another reason why I need to add this collection, because if you listen sonically to what he's doing on there, I mean, it's just it's a showcase of his sampling techniques at that time. It's a snapshot. After that, things were never the same after that. So that's just my take on that. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.